Hello. So, I was ready to be watching this. Uh, you have access to them, I don't know, like weekly or something. Okay, but I have been on, say brief, but it's actually been a whole month since I've gotten a chance to play. Um, the last time I started playing was in January. It's been a chunk of time, but since I stagger the videos coming out, it may not have noticed, but I figured it's worth mentioning since it's such a big old chunk of time that
in the early 20s,
I feel like I might be a little out of
the
practice here, so
the the flagship of the rogue X-Spectre, Saren Arterius. Sovereign is a devastating dreadnought of unprecedented power. At 2 kilometers long, Sovereign was believed to have been powered by a gigantic Element Zero core, the only energy source potent enough to land the massive vessel on a planet. During the Eden Prime War, the ship unleashed its peerless destructive force against which Citadel Council ships were defenseless. With a virtually indestructible flagship and a crew of fanatic Geth and Krogan, Saren nearly succeeded in wiping out all his enemies. Only the resourcefulness and bravery of the commander and crew of the SSV Normandy stopped him. The overwhelming power of Sovereign ignited bizarre speculation in tabloid media that the vessel was sent by extragalactic invaders, or was, despite indeterminate photographic evidence at best, a single giant robot. Some sources even claimed that Sovereign was alive. Such conjecture, however baseless, remains to this day.
for us three who were there. You need something
The
like that.
flagship of the rogue X-Spectre.
Okay. Um, but anyway, so I've been not playing for a bit, so I am in Cernicus for when I go to do a fight. It's entirely sure I don't remember how to use the control here, but we'll figure it out.
Humans detect
Right.
choked by the hypergrowth of non-native plant species, Pragia serves as a galactic reminder about the imperative for careful regulation during colonization. 2 centuries ago, Batarian agribusiness chose uninhabited Pragia as their empire's breadbasket. Colonization authorities introduced non-native, industrially mutated plants that flourished in the world's fertile volcanic soil. Synergizing with Pragia's natural geothermal conditions and chemotropic microbes, the imported species soon became a nightmare. Mutant strains of poisonous and even carnivorous plants arose, overgrowing colonies in days instead of years, and causing the Batarians to abandon their holdings. Because the planet's small animal population is insufficient to check its plant growth, Alliance ecologists predict soil exhaustion in 400 years. Due to its relative isolation and lack of population, Pragia has become a regional haven for drug runners, weapons smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, terrorists, and intelligence agents seeking secrecy.
Oh. The things you're missing. Oh. 8 centuries ago, the already arid drill homeworld, Rakana, began its swift descent into lifelessness due to disastrous industrial expansion. Because their population was bursting at 11 billion, they did not possess interstellar flight capacity. The draw would have been doomed without the intervention of the Hanok. Following first contact, the Hanar spent 10 years transporting 375,000 willing drill to their homeworld, Kaji? Kaji? I think it's Kaji. The remaining billions perished in the dying world, warring against one another for diminishing resources of water and food. Today, only a few thousand survived on Rakana in clusters never exceeding a few hundreds. Now a cemetery world, Rakana's population can double during pilgrimage season. Oh. Visitors. Drell have been part of the galactic community for almost 2 centuries. Most reside on Kaji, content to coexist with the Hana. Those who leave Kaji tend to be adventurers, gifted by the Hana with a crude perception of interspecies body language. Solitary Drell travelers often seek out new species elsewhere, adopting that species' culture and rarely returning to Kaji. Such Drell numbers in thousands and are scattered across the galaxy, tending towards quiet, integrated lives. On Kaji, the Hana are afforded the Drell every opportunity to thrive, while outsiders and even some Hana regard the Drell as junior partners, if not actual servants. The Drell have integrated themselves into every level of Hanar society as respective, productive citizens. Anything else new? Okay. Oh, sure, now you do. Oh, what's this? What am I looking at? Oh, that's right. This one is the written by human author. Oh, I read this book. So, written by human author Drew Karpyshyn, the popular military historical novel Ascension focuses on several lives warped or destroyed by human survival cult Cerberus. Following the Citadel attack of 2182 and the accelerated rise of human influence in the galaxy, Cerberus instituted Ascension, a secret biotics program aimed at producing a superhuman warrior. Biotics prodigy Gillian Grayson, a 12-year-old autistic girl, suffered for the sins of her father, a secret Cerberus operative and Red Sand addict. Paul Grayson was ensnared in a web of criminality involving a Quarian trader and extending to Serenacus the Geth, a terminal threat to the Quarian flotilla. Oh, and keep missing those conjunctions there. And a terminal threat to the Quarian flotilla. Having fled to the Terminus system with his daughter after exposure to Cerberus's link to Ascension, Grayson was pursued by Gillian's teacher, scientist Kaylee Sanders, initiating a chain of tragedies that demonstrated Cerberus's nearly unlimited power and boundless ambition. So I think I've referenced that several times, that Gillian actually went to live with the fleet, and Paul went on to other things. Well, here, I wonder if it goes into it. Nope, that is not it. Whatever that is not it. Revelation is a popular military historical novel by human... Oh, there we go, here we go. Dramatizes human conflicts and political expansion following the 2148 discovery of a Prothean mass relay on Pluto, the beginning of the human galactic exploration. In 2165, years before his rise to political prominence, Lieutenant David Anderson was a young veteran of the Turian War investigating the destruction of top-secret military research station Shanaxi Shanxi? It's probably Shanxi. Every scientist stationed at Shanxi had been slaughtered with the exception of Kaylee Sanders, who disappeared with secret files making her Anderson's prime suspect. The book traced Anderson's dangerous investigation of Sanders, which included run-ins with the Blue Sun mercenaries and a Krogan bounty hunter. The investigation uncovered illegal research into AI, forced Anderson into an alliance with a human-hating Turian inspector, Sarin Arteris, who would eventually enter into a genocidal collaboration with the Geth. So that's fun. So wait, there's 3 books though. What was the other one? Ascension, Revelation, and something else. I read all 3 of them. I wonder why I only have 2 and not 3. Is it because I've picked up random things as I walk along here? Ships and vehicles. Anything exciting to know in here? Dreadnoughts. Big ships. Lots of useful materials inside the big ships. No civilian commander would face a dreadnought without a dreadnought of their own. Dreadnought's power lies in the length of its main gun. They range from 800 meters to 1 kilometer long, with main guns of commensurate length. An 800 meter mass accelerator is capable of accelerating 120 kilogram slug to a velocity of 4,025 miles per second. That's pretty smash. Oh wait, kilometers per S, which is 1.3% of light speed every 2 seconds. So S is not the same as second. Sorry, my mistake. Each slug has kinetic energy of a 38 kilotons of TNT, enough to destroy the infrastructure of a mid-sized city and kill 500,000 people. That's too many people. Let's see. Because of air friction, planets with atmospheres do not feel a slug's full devastation. Atmosphere's drag reduces the impact force by 20% for Earth's atmosphere of air. Let's see here. At present, Turian fleet possesses 39 dreadnoughts. The Asari just 20. Solarians at 16. Each of the human alliance's 8 dreadnoughts is named for terrestrial mountains. We've got Everest, Fuji, and Elbrus. Kilimanjaro class is Kilimanjaro, Kaoshan, Shasta, Aconcagua, Orizaba. Alright. That's the limited attachment. Frigates. Let's see. Guardian system providing anti-fighter screening for capital ships, crewed by a squad of Marines. For security and groundside duty, larger vessels. Okay, so unlike larger vessels, frigates can land on planets. Most important role by frigates is reconnaissance. They're all about the sensors. Let's see here. Sensors, unlike ships and communications, employing a mass effect field, are limited to the speed of light. Therefore, a stationary observer can detect a vessel a light year away only when its light arrives a year later. Because of faster-than-light, attackers always arrive before the defenders can detect them with numeral sensors. Attackers can always surprise defenders. For defense, fleet surrounds themselves with spheres of scouting frigates, scanning for enemy ships and transmitting warnings to the main body. Frigates can achieve high, high, faster-than-light cruise speeds because of their high-performance drives. They also have proportionally larger thrusters and lighter design mass, allowing them greater maneuverability. In combat, speed and maneuverability make frigates immune to long-range fire of larger vessels. and fleet combat frigates are organized into Wolfpack flotillas of 4 to 6. Wolfpack speed through the enemy formations, hunting vessels whose kinetic barriers have been taken down by fighter-launched Strucker torpedoes. Wolfpack circle, strafe, vulnerable objects using superior speed and maneuverability to evade return fire. Okay. Sure. With Hammerhead, that's our little guy. That's our little guy. Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle is a highly maneuverable, mass effect assisted armored vehicle. Using 3 solid fuel rocket thrusters instead of wheels, Hammerhead hovers over the battlefield at up to 120 kilometers per hour, allowing it to maintain formation with swift armored units, skim across calm water, and even leap terrain obstacles. Backup micro boosters guarantee locomotion, so even the destruction of 2 main thrusters leave the vehicle capable of full mobility. Hammerhead retains most features of interplanetary fighting vehicles: airtight interior, 360 kinetic barriers, and a guided missile system ensuring accuracy during even aggressive maneuvering. Its electronic countermeasures extend to laser detection, shaft, active thermal masking, ground-penetrating weapon-sniffing radar. Okay. I don't know what that means for us for sure, but sounds pretty good. Hammerhead's navigation control emulates that of tanks, so tank drivers can operate Hammerheads without additional trainer. Factory-issued Hammerheads therefore have no altimeter or similar sensors and are best used at standard cruising altitude 2 meters off the ground. Hey, that's my popcorn. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Hi. Did you need pipe? No, I need popcorn. No, you don't. No, I didn't think so. Sorry, give me a second. I don't, but I think so. I don't think that's what you need. I can give you a good. Okay. Okay. Hi. You're so cute. Hello. Well, hello. So if you can drive a tank, you can drive a hammer. Oh, secrets are not fun. Let's see. Gray boxes. Neural recall simulator, also known as a gray box, is a device implanted in the brain to assist and prioritize memory. Originally developed to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease, gray boxes function by helping the amygdala chunk incoming stimuli into recognizable pieces from memory consolidation. Each memory is assigned to a shape or sensation from other memories, tying the concepts together in a block more easily recalled. When synthetic insights first released them onto the market in 2140, gray boxes were hailed as a way humans could level the playing field between themselves and the Solarians, whose natural eidetic memories gave them an advantage. However, because the implant procedures of a gray box required the brain to irreversibly shift its workload over to the machine, software bugs or attempted removal of the gray box for maintenance purposes could lead to incapacitating brain damage. Oh, geez. For this reason, gray boxes soon became only used by those with dire need for photographic memories, such as researchers and spies. In 2175, sale and importation of grey boxes were outlawed by the Systems Alliance following the incident with Abraham Rumi, an employee of the Alliance Intelligence Agency. Rumi was believed to be a professional con man and thief named Keiji Okuda, who accessed and sold classified data. However, prosecuting attorneys were unable to use his assisted memories as evidence due to the Alliance court system prohibition against self-incrimination based on the Fifth Amendment of the old U.S. Constitution. There you go. Rumi soon disappeared off the map after his trial, further heightening suspicions that he was Okuda and living off the ill-gotten gains. So I think we did run him down or something. When found outside a human head, grey boxes are usually accessed with a special reader. A separate decryption key is almost always required. Users with data sensitive enough to grey box invariably install their own encryption. Castle fabrication. We found that two presents is an infamous legacy of castle fabrication Model 12 Locust, originally created by the Systems Alliance, who wanted a lightweight weapon for high-gravity worlds. The Locust was designed to overcome the limitations of traditional submachine guns at long range. With bullet velocity of a modern weapon already pushed to the limit, the Locust designers sought a way to improve accuracy through reducing weapon kick. Talk about recoil. That's lethal because it can attack shielded targets. In 2176, a Virginian patent clerk named Michael Moser Lang bought a Locust concealed in a shoulder-mounted video camera to a photo opportunity between Enrique Aguilar, President of the United North American States, and the Chinese People's Federation Premier Ying Jian. A distance of about 35 meters, Lang appears to connect barriers covering the stage with the first burst, and then when Xi Zhang heroically tackled Aguilar to remove him from the line of fire, Lang succeeding burst went through the Premier's body and fatally wounded both men. Let's see. Donovan's Hawks collection, oh baby, retained two antique ivory-handled locusts. Don't bite me. Modified to take thermal clips. A detachable data drive rests in the lining of the box, containing an Omni tool, specifications for fabricating copies. Quick trick to the extradite revealed one of the weapons has the same serial number as Lang's original. If it's a fake, it's extremely well made. Alrighty. Lady Liberty. Statue of Liberty was the target. Several terrorist attacks over its 210-year lifetime. But in 2096, a motley group called the Freedom First finally brought the statue down, protesting the induction of Canada and Mexico into the United Northern America states. The New York chapter of Freedom First wanted a symbol that they would cede from this new union if necessary. In the early morning hours of November 1st, they smuggled small arms and 15.5 tons of high explosives onto Liberty Island, shooting or capturing its guards. They planted the explosives under the pedestal and detonated them at 7:37 a.m. statue crashed to the ground in pieces, unexpectedly killing the four of the Freedom First terrorists. Remaining team members were apprehended after long manhunts, where the damage was done. Outrage at the successfulness kindled the fires of the Second American Civil War. On November 4th, President Caitlin Chung signed an executive order to rebuild the statue. Approximately 1/10 of the steel beams and copper plating from the destroyed statue was recovered and used in creating the new one. The original's head was put on display at the National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. Remained there for 2 years until the Battle of Washington. During heavy shelling by secessionist forces, the head disappeared. A new statue was completed in 2101, and the fate of the original pieces was left for speculation in pulp novels. Interest flared briefly in 2159 when photos surfaced of the head in a cargo hold of a starfighter. But by that time, the human media were far more concerned with the future, the face of humanity spreading out among the stars and the planets. A statue titled "Liberty Enlightening the World" seemed small and quaint by comparison. Interesting. More glittering than diamonds, more expensive than surgery, is how travel agents describe this planet behind closed doors. Given the opportunity to colonize planets after the First Contact War, the Systems Alliance chose Birkenstein to be their trading arm, producing goods to be sold on the nearby Citadel. Tracking the vast galactic marketplace proved to be difficult. The first human product sold on novelty alone, and then lack of demand hit Birkenstein's economy hard. Only in the second generation colonists did the planet find a sustainable niche in high quality entertainment and luxury goods. Once brand awareness sunk in, the aliens flocked to Birkenstein's many spaceports. The planet today boasts more millionaires and billionaires per capita than any other human. Now, its crime tends to be white-collar and non-violent. Birkenstein is not without its dark side. Both its suicide rate and inflation are extremely high compared to other worlds. Unemployment is artificially low because few people immigrate to expensive planet without having a job lined up. And the cost of living is so great that the unemployed workers typically leave for kinder planets after just a few months. Those who see themselves as tougher, sharper, and more skillful than the rest, as well as capable of getting respect and employment on any other lesser planet. A popular song says, if you can make it on Beck, then you got him by the neck. And then, Zaids, what do you got, Zaid? Alright, founded in 2160 by the human mercenaries Zaid and Vito, the Blue Suns were initially a Skyline bird protection racket. They expanded in numbers and influence, and the two co-founders disagreed on many issues. Finally, after arguing about whether to recruit the slave-trading Batarians into their ranks, Vito ambushed Zaid and shot him in the head. Believing Zaid to be dead, Vito took full control of the Blue Suns and hired whatever Batarians he pleased. Soon he had crowned one named Sulam Dasara as the titular head of operations. It was a move designed to placate his Batarian investors and draw fire from would-be assassins. It worked on both accounts, and the partnership has lasted to this day. Over the decades, the Suns grew into a fearsome combative force spanning dozens of planets in the Citadel space, the Virgin Terminus systems. Knowing that a good logistical team is key to fielding an army, Vito divested the Suns, selling arms, training, and supplies as often as taking contracts to crack skulls. Even when the Suns suffered heavy losses, Vito Entrepreneurial expertise ensured that new recruits could replace the old. All that was lost was the truth. Today, only a handful of trusted marks even know who Guido Santiago is, let alone his old partner, Zaid. I think that was everything you're not caught up on. Okay. So, yep. Okay. So my thought is, so I'm on Ilium. I don't remember why I'm on Ilium. I don't seem to be on a mission. Seem to just be like shopping. I was by a store and I have credits in my pocket, and the store has something that is approximately the credits in my pocket, but I'm not gonna buy it right now. I want to remember why the heck I stopped right there. So instead, I'm gonna go back to my ship.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah, I had to deal with Arinya though.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a shower.
What do you expect? She's a pureblood. They're all like that.
Hi guys.
You know Irinya won't even talk
We
to
get back to the
sorry
shield.
customers. It's like she's turned pure
Yes,
blood
yes.
into her religion or something.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring?
That
That's
doesn't sound
horrible.
good.
There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I charged for 50 hours, plus overtime.
Looks amazing. You're not using biotics to touch things up, are you? Actually, I just tried Exoderm. New Exoderm moisturizing cleanser.
But I definitely do have some side missions. At least one more, you know, mission. I have
The gateway to the
I have
traverse.
some
But is that gate open too
Tally's
wide?
mission.
That's what think tanks are
To go
noting
get
concerns
Tally
that
before we
new
can go do
technological
like, you know, move the main plot of the game mission. So I think I'd try my hand at those and do that.
You should try it my way. Look at how the wind's blowing.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund or for credit toward the exciting new Koros brand radiation personal defense weapon. Customer safety is important.
There we go. I do also want to remember to make several saves in case I do anything stupid. Basically, I don't. Yeah, this is my first playthrough, and I have, but I'm aware that there is some, you know, some big to do attached to the next, I guess, main mission point, which would be stop the collectors. I think that's the main. Yeah. So I would like to, before doing that, I would like to do Tally. I would like to at least take a crack at these three side missions. But I just want to make sure that if I do have a bit of bad luck, then I have something to fall back on. So, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll save 13.
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Good.
What?
Pretty good.
I'm trying.
Did you get the star charts?
Shit.
Yeah, I had to deal with Arinya though. I feel like I need a shower.
Okay.
What do you
Trust
Anyway,
me, the goods coming
I'm
in from the
back to
Terminus
this.
systems are great for business.
I don't know. Some of them seem dangerous.
That's the whole point.
Looks amazing.
Danger means more
You're not using
contact flow for
biotics
us.
to touch things up, are you? Actually, I just tried Exoderm. New Exoderm moisturizing cleanser. The matron stage.
Yeah, once I get to the exit, see there, I got to, so I know that
Is the gateway to the traverse. But is that gate open
Okay,
too
another
wide?
one.
Investment think tanks are noting concerns that new technological discoveries may upset the market balance and
Look at how the wind's blowing.
Okay. David. Wait, I don't know.
Pardon me.
I don't know exactly how to. How. I will create some sort of horrifying thing.
Sell at 40.
A bunch of saves to keep me safe. Let's see. Doesn't drop. There. Okay.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund or for credit toward the exciting new Koros brand radiation personal defense weapon. Customer safety is important, and Koros remains committed to providing the best radiation-based solutions on the market. Koros, a division of Elcos Combine.
I like to go home. Home to the northern. Yes.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. I also understand that my fish are in constant danger now. And then theory, someone says that if I get a little more friendly with Kelly, she may take care of me just for me. I don't know how to get more friendly. I imagine they actually need it mental. But and I would normally say, no. I'm yeah. I feel like, yeah, I would understand the preservation of life being important. That's exactly what I'm doing. Ooh, volcano? Or... Hmm. This one sounds interesting too, though. Okay. How can let me take a
We're too low on fuel to leave the system under thruster power.
Hmm. Wait, that's not okay. Come on, man. I want to see like the big stuff.
We have exhausted our fuel supply. I will use FTL to get us to a fuel station.
Read it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Hey, buddy. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Okay. Wait. So, I viewed, but I did not comprehend. Let's see. I don't have to go back up. Okay. This is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yes, okay. Yeah. Yes. So.
We are too low on fuel to leave the system under thruster power.
Actually, oh, there totally is. Oh, I just
We have exhausted our fuel supply. I will use FTL to get us to a fuel station.
okay, hang on. Wait. Go back. Exit. No. Oh, fine. This is really
Recall
fun.
notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund or for credit toward the exciting new Koros brand radiation personal defense weapon. Customer safety is important, and Koros remains
Okay. So. What I want to do is go to the master. Yes, I'll do it. Okay. Oh, look, I fell over there to go. Oh, wait, this way. Let's go back to this. Is that the red one? What is that? Oh. Other than dump back all the way into the, there's that firewalker thing there too. There's artifact collection. Alright. do this one first. Whoa. Ah. Ah. Oh, you
must
want me
purchase
to
more fuel or use a mass relay, Shepard.
Oh, it's so tiny. I had to check all these out. I mean, the names are in there, so. Geez. It might be too little to get bearings. You can get back for free if you time the thingy right. That's what I'm trying to do here.
We have exhausted our fuel supply. I will use FTL to get us to a fuel station.
It's the auto-saving. Don't be auto-saving that. Aw, that's all the way here. Let's see if I can do.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund or for credit toward the exciting new Koros.
Get back in the car. Yeah. Yeah. I do like making these about an hour long, so maybe I'll just get us over to the right system, stop this recording, start a new one, so that basically I can just go on to a productive recording as opposed to sitting through my nonsense for this time period that can be spent with my nonsense. Oops. Sure, let's see. We're low on funds. I'd rather not waste gas money if I can avoid it. Not waste it, you know? So I don't think we were even halfway there, so. We have that much. We can only use this much. Battery ready. Yeah.
We have no fuel.
Are you kidding me?
Emergency
You're
FTL
so
check is
close.
necessary to reach a fuel station.
See, but now we get saved. Now we can go here. Alright. There. Surely this time we have just enough gas. Pretty confidently. Oh, come on! What do you
An
mean?
emergency FTL jump is necessary to reach a fuel station.
Load. Not wasting money. I feel like this should be enough. Yeah, let's look at that. Probably at the angle, right? Angle, right?
We have exhausted
Are you
our fuel
kidding me?
supply. I will use FTL to get us to a fuel station.
That should have done it. Like, we're all on the same page here. Yeah, I've definitely risked it up. Once I get there, I'm gonna save there. And then we'll have to start the next one from there. This is ridiculous. Alright, let's see here. Where's my food? Look how much money this is costing me. 350. There we go.
We have exhausted our fuel supply.
What?
I will use FTL to get us to a fuel station.
I think what it is I have to get there and stop. Do you have any coasting power in this? 350 is enough. I keep seeing the thing light up. 350 is enough. 335, well, now I have 375, so there's no reason I shouldn't make it. There. There are leftovers. Well, I'm gonna save here. Sure, that'll do. Alright, so. Hi, Kelly. Don't be judging me. Alright, this is where we want to be. So we take a quick peek at these other planets. No exciting noses to be held. Oh wait, it's full though too, I see. No, I only want to know about exciting noises. Somebody's got an exciting noise. I'll visit your world. There are no exciting noises. I got other things to do. Nope. No exciting noises. Oh, Racehouse. Are you Sarah? Oh, neat. Let's see. No.
I have detected an anomaly.
Lovely. That's it. Oh, there we go. Ah, I'll leave this one here, and I'll start a new one up in a minute. I'm going to give my cat her medicine, so I'll be back momentarily in real life or next time in, you know, post video editing. Not that I edit. Anyway,